Hi, my name is Jennifer Ross. I'm a DIY paint retailer here in Northwest Arkansas near Fayetteville. And normally you would see me be painting furniture, canvas, and whatnot, but today I'm actually going to be painting walls. Our son is 6 years old, and so now he's a big boy. He is ready to transition from the nursery soft yellow walls that we had. We had a wildlife silhouette motif that was like the first thing that I'd ever really painted of that scale anyway. And so we decided to go ahead and do some upgrades in his room by the way of painting his walls and making him a big boy bed where he can have like a 2-story unit going on. He can have like a reading nook, and it's all going to be kind of centered around an old car garage. I don't really like to paint walls. I don't know why. They seem simple enough, they're flat, but that's kind of it. Furniture has corners and it has detail, and just depending on what kind of furniture that you like. And walls, you just kind of have to create that. You have to create the dimension and the interest because they're kind of boring. But I think I've come up with a plan after probably looking at 100 pictures on the internet. I'm going for like a grungy abstract art type look, mostly using the grays and the whites, but I'm bringing in some blues because, well, I just like a pop of color on about everything. I actually have a show called Painting Outside the Lines. But so I wanted to show you guys how I created this look. All the walls were yellow. Over there had some crazy fluorescent orange and blue things going on, the silhouette of the animals. I painted all over that, done some color blocking. This top color right here is a very, very light gray. And this bottom, of course, is a little bit darker. And this is latex paint, but since I'm a DIY paint retailer, and that's what I generally like to use to paint for my projects, I went ahead and done the base coat in this, and the DIY paint is like unmatched with its blendability, and so I wanted to incorporate that, of course, and I actually feel more artsy when I'm using it. And so I went ahead and just done the base coat in this, since it was mostly, and I used 2 coats of the latex paint. I can't imagine doing that with the DIY, but it is possible if you are wanting to do that. But I wanted the base to be the latex because there was so much of it. But I'm going to show you here in a minute what I've done with the DIY paint. Alright, let's say you don't want the blue abstract stuff going on, but you do want a modern gradient. The way I created this was I had the darker gray and the very light gray together, and I done uneven lines. Most ombre looks is straight across and you're fading one color into another. This one was kind of different. I left jaggedy lines with the brush and the roller with the latex paint. And then actually I sprayed some water afterwards, and I used my hand to create a soft edge, and I went above on the lighter color and below on the darker color, and I worked around with the paint until it looked good. Alright, now we're down to the fun part where you get to create something really cool, make it your own. I used a picture actually off of the internet, and I got the colors and I kind of got the direction, the feel of that. But as I got going, of course, I just kind of went with it and kind of created my own mess, and it was a beautiful mess. And so hopefully you guys like this. If not, maybe it's not for you, but that's okay. But I'm going to show you how to do it anyway. And so what I do is I have a variety of paint brushes and a variety of colors, and so I'm using DIY paint for this up here. This is going to be like my abstract mural, or whatever you want to call it. I got my ladder over here and my inspiration, and then I'm just kind of using the different brushes, a spray bottle, and my hand to create this. And so you're just going to block out the colors however you see fit. I'm using blues, and I'll have that list at the end of the video for you. But you're just going to put the block of color, and then you kind of get to choose from there whether you want to go horizontally or vertical with your brush. There's times where I wanted a smoother surface up here, so there's some smoother lines up here where I didn't really want to see my paint strokes, and then I was using a water bottle for that. I would mist that, and I would use a very soft bristle brush for that to smooth it out. And then there was parts of it where I wanted to have darker and lighter, and so all the things. I even have some drips up there. Basically, I didn't want it to be uniform, and so I'm just going from the corner of my son's closet to the corner of the window over here where you can't really see it with the lighting right now, but in a minute I'm going to be having the camera pointing just right over there, and you guys can see what I do. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoy this project. You really just don't know what I'm going to paint next. I hope you subscribe, and I hope you tune in the next time. Until then, take care, and I'll see you on the scenic route. Bye-bye.